Episode 85, the No Tekkers podcast. I'm your host, Braz. I got my co-host here, Chief.
Bun the stats.
I got my other co-host, Mr. SLS, Sunday League Settings, Big Fazza in the building.
There.
And then we got a special guest in the building today.
Yes, sir.
Sunday League legends. Man like Blim.
Yeah, they are.
What are you saying? Welcome.
Blessings, lads. Respect.
So, well, let's get straight into the funk then, innit? Like, obviously, AFC Highgate. Let's talk about the history of that club there, Carl.
All right. I'm just going to break you off a bit of how it started. So, obviously, Bones brought me in to do some...
Bones is the one that was Olympiacos, done he?
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and it was 6 months he done.
Yeah, okay.
Legend.
Yeah, so boom. He played for a team called Pearson's, brought me in. Team was kind of lacking management, lacking getting players. Obviously, I'm that guy. Always been known as that guy. Faz knows to just sorry my guys. Yeah, Faz knows I'm always that guy to kind of bring man together and you get me.
So how long you been running this thing now? Well, before you started running it, you came to play.
Yeah, so it was 2018.
Yeah.
End of 2018 for Pearson. So me and Bones kind of took over that. I played a one game. I was only meant to manage, but I played a one game, broke my leg in 3 places in that one game, innit? That was me out, no more football, big metal rod in my leg and that. Obviously, getting into it now, I just wanted to stay in it. I needed to now. I just felt that, that you get that, you play a sport when you're a youth.
Yeah.
And then once you get that feeling again for it, it's like, So, basically we started running it and then it kind of went tits up at one point because the club had fines and stuff that the old manager had left.
Okay.
So it was a lot of money. So literally the woman that run Festival League tried to say to us, if we don't pay, I think it was 1,900 or something like that, we had to pay to stay in that league. To stay.
One piece a day.
So the only other option was to basically fold and build another team.
Okay.
Built another team. Basically, we had everybody from the ends in it. So 5 Star, who you see now, you might hear about 5 Star.
Yeah.
They
not
was
5 Star. Is it 5-way shipping or 5 Star?
Nah, 5 Star.
Okay.
5 Star, same thing. No, both crap.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have to put this perspective on how the ends is like then. To what we call Saddam is 5 ends in one, and you've got like Highgate, Leebank, Borsal Heath, Edgbaston, Moseley, and man might even say a little brush of like 5 ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one
Yeah.
Town duns.
Yeah, man said them town duns on there. Yeah, so boom. Anyway, so we was all one at one point, and then the manager of who's managing, he's not the manager of 5 Star now, but the creator of 5 Star. I'm not going to mention his name in it, but he's going to know who he is when I mention this. Basically, he didn't kind of like the way that I had came in and started to get the thing running.
Okay.
Because he was playing, but I didn't know he wanted to do anything to do with any management.
Yeah.
So when we originally took over, we built like a committee. There was like 6 of us. He was involved.
Yeah.
He had a shop as well in it. So he's like, yo, let me sponsor the thing. Cool, put your thing on there. Boom, boom, boom. You got to pay your money. You get me? He's had the thing set. Behind, in the background, I didn't know that this guy was building, he built another group, WhatsApp group, and started hitting man up separately. Saying to them, come and play for my thing. Remember, we're all supposed to be one. We had a meeting a couple of weeks before. You get me? Boom, next thing you know, I seen a few people skying out the groups. I'm like, all right, cool. A couple of them were the guy's cousins and his nephews. I said, you know what? I can see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Then him, instead of just messaging me and saying, yo, B, look, I'm going to do my thing on Cotton. You get me? The man just jumped out the group. No, tell a lie. The man said, yo, I'm starting my thing. Anybody want to join my thing? Come. And just jumped out the group. Bloop. Just like that, bruv. Yeah. Bloop. So I said, nah.
Quick
This how the man's down. Yeah, bruv. Quick thing. But the man made the mistake of hitting up Bones. You get me? And the man said, obviously, we both got alliances with Bones, but Bones is my guy. We go back from 9, 10 years old. You get me, bruv? So straight away, when Bones is here, Bones is like, yeah, man, this guy's snake. Fuck it. We're going to... I was in a mood of, yo, you know what? It's taking all the players that we've just got, the good ones, your Trays, your slicers, your young, good players, you get me? We had a nice little thing built. So then, man, Bones said, you know what, fuck it, B, we're going to cut and we're going to do our thing. Yeah. I was in a mood where, you know what, it's long. But Bones said, yo, come, we do it. We end up doing it, so we're here now from 2018 to now, 2022 we're at. You get me? Obviously, name changed a couple times. We was with G-Dubs at one stage. That didn't work out. But G-Dubs, good brother. Shout out to G-Dubs. We didn't have no beef like that with G-Dubs. We just had different of opinions, you get me? But G's an article. He's the guy who got us started. You get me?
Yeah, G's a man from the ends as well, man. Like that's a proper like man. Blessed brother, man. Shout out Dubs.
Yeah. So then, obviously, let's get to where we are now.
Yeah.
You get me? Where we are now is we are AFC Highgate Rickman. So this came about basically.
So this season, hold on, before let's give some context. This season, you started as AFC Highgate.
Yeah.
And then there was Rickman Rovers.
Yeah. So basically, we started as AFC Highgate at the start of the season, but here's how it went. So I hit up Kev.
Yeah.
And I says to Kev, yo, we're gonna have to drop divisions, innit? This is before the league
Season
started.
Okay.
Looking at the manpower that man had, looking at you, man, coming in, seeing the advertisements for the players all popping up. I said, yo, I've got now I gotta think. Not even that. But you got, when they come to get slaughtered, and I've watched what's happened to plenty of teams that have landed in the Coronation.
Yeah.
They've landed and got smoked and folded. Yeah. We're not go. It's the folding for me is just not an option, bro. It's raw, just not an option. Like I'm going to the wheels drop.
Yeah.
So boom, start of the season. I hit up Kev. I said, yo, look, can we drop divisions? We ain't got the manpower. Talk was, boy, usually it's if you lose the first 4 or 5 bad, we can drop you. So cool.
All right. Glaze done that last season.
Yeah, last season.
Yeah.
So me knowing the rules already, remember I says to you, I already hit up people and get information before I go to the league.
Yeah.
I make sure I got my T's and my I's dealt with. Boom. So I hit up Kev and I tell him this, and there's literally no response. It's just he didn't even respond to it, to be fair. You get me? Which I got messages and that where he's received it, and we've chatted after it, so I know he's seen it. So, but nothing was said, so we left it as that. Yeah, played the first game against Harewood FC. I think it was 3-1 or 3-2. We lost. But then we didn't have the manpower either. We had literally the scattiest of our players. I don't want to diss the man them, but the man them know we were scatty that day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a struggle. It's raw struggle. So, second game, we played you guys.
Was that the second game?
So that was our second game.
Okay.
Skied again.
Yeah, that was our second game, to be fair, because it was the week after.
Yeah. Skied again, innit?
Yeah.
5-1.
Is that when the goalkeeper thing?
Yeah.
That
wasn't our second game.
Yeah, it was.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure. I think it was. Well, it was our second game against you.
Trooper. Yeah. Then played Highgate.
Yeah, it was still.
So yeah. So anyway, boom. That game happened. Pudding FC happened. Got slammed. When we turned up at Pudding FC, these geezers turned out like a fucking army, bro. Banging their music. They're all dancing out onto the pitch and that, like this in the line. I'm saying, yo, we're gonna get sky. I'm standing there, just me with 9 man, bro. Just me and 9 players. I'm looking like, yeah, man, we're in for today.
Yeah.
First half was like 5-0, I think. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. So straight after that match, I checked the scores and I seen Rickman had got slapped again. So I'm like, yo, we just can't. We're from the same block. We just can't getting slapped. Whatever differences the man them got. And I says to the man them, yo, look, managerial wise, I would take a step back, all the way back. I will run things internally. You get me? And make some of the younger heads come front.
Yeah, fresh ideas.
Fresh ideas and come and do the thing.
Man, I got too much pride from the ends, man.
You get me? And I'm a man, bro. I'm happy to be on the ship. I don't care. I don't need to be the driver, bro. I'm happy to be on the ship. You get me?
True.
So, yeah, man. Trying to keep this stuff going for both sides. I hit up Kev straight after that game. I hit up Keens first. I said, yo, bruv. We just can't keep getting slapped, bro. Let's just link. I said, we said, yeah, cool, we'll link up in a hot minute. Rang Kev, and I said, yo, look, we're looking to merge with Rickman. Now, at this point, if I would have heard, well, that option of you dropping division is still up, then I'm taking that.
Yeah, over the manager.
I'm raw taking that because I know dropping us, we got the manpower for that lower league. You get me, bro? But
the champs and prems,
bro, there's levels, and I'm not unmistaken I can see what, bro. I follow the league, I follow I follow the results, I watch all the Fazzy's things, I watch all the podcasts, I'm up on game, bro. So I know before I step into this league, yo, what have I got here? I'm having a look at my players. Nah, he's not cutting it. He's not cutting it. You get me? Yeah, bro. You need to know what you're doing because, man, it's not a slaughterhouse thing.
It's not a festival, man.
It's not festival, and this is what I say to the man. I said from the start before we joined, the levels are different. The man them are gonna have to show more commitment and get into games. You get me? And I'm doing my best. I'm sending our one man to pick up our 3-4 man from different sides of Birmingham. Yeah. You get me? Shout out Jono, my goalkeeper. He does works for man. You get me? So without certain players, it wouldn't be running now, to be honest. So I have to big man up as well. Yeah. So anyway, spoke to Kev. No word about dropping divisions or nothing being said. I sort of thought that phone call would have been like, yo, nah, don't do it. Because when it was mentioned, when it was talked about and then it was mentioned, it got around quick. And there was a couple of people that hit me up. I'm not going to name names, but managers from teams, and they're saying, what you doing, man? These guys are toxic. This is what you're saying. But nah, bro, they done the same clean-up as we've done. See, at the start of the season, we cleaned up. I had a couple of mad players, no behavioural players. I had a near enough physical argument with one. You get me? Where a man put his hands on me, and the man's in management mode. So, in management mode, the football has calmed man to the T, bro. You don't even understand, I can say. Because you know how much stuff you're able to put up with and bite your tongue at. And I say to the man, it's all about knowing your capabilities. If I'm arguing with a man and I know in my head what I can do to you, bruv, I'm not even gonna argue. I'll just give you a smile and walk off. Because I'm already comfortable with my capability. I know what I can do if I set it off. You get me? So I'd rather not. You get me? So yeah, I had the option of getting rid of a load of players, which I did. John McDermott, he will back me for this. And what's the woman's name from the FA? Pat, her name is. She will back me for this as well because there was an incident with a player had some beef with another player on the next team and took it further than just football. Like, they was on the net afterwards. Yeah. Giving beef to each other on the net and saying, we're going to link up here and link up there. And I got onto John and John said, yo, Simeon, get rid of him. Just get rid of him. And we cleared them out, bro. We cleared them out. And this is why I was left with the basics of players. You get me? Because I had to get rid of these road guys. Like, come on, bro. First of all, we got Tally Host where it's a police pitch. You get me, bro? So one of the reasons why I wanted it, and even though it's expensive, I wanted the pitch because it stops the man then from coming there and blazing weed, bro. I come to the pitches and I smoke a fag. I never smoke weed at a game, never in the mornings. And I try to encourage the man, before you play, have some breakfast, man. Have a hot drink. Some of these man wake up out their beds, literally crawl and roll a spliff and come to the game all smoked out. Dead, bro. It's dead because you're gonna come up. You're gonna come across
in championship, bro.
And I tell man this, bro, but man don't listen until it's too late. Till man are slugging, dragging herself across the pitch at half time. 25 minutes in, man are talking about throw me some water, my mouth's dry. So I'm dead. You get me, bro?
Remember, so, in Champion Prem now, you're playing with Saturday man. Bro.
This is it.
Brother.
This is it.
Man that I train 2-3 times a week.
So one of the reasons why I wanted that Tally Hall pitch was that, for that pitch is gonna be crowd control. At its finest, nobody's gonna.
Torrent as well,
all you're gonna see is police cars. You get me, bro?
Man.
So anybody that's got any bad, you get me, thoughts or whatever,
can't do that.
You get me? Anyway, boom. All right, let's get to where we are now, innit? Because that's like the background.
So yeah, that's the team now. So you've been managing. What you say? 3 years?
Yeah, I've been managing for 3 years. Obviously, there's always been like a team of us. So there's me. Sammy, Bones. Obviously, it's just me and Sammy's names that are on the paperwork because we do that work. If it comes to training and that, then Bones will step in and do the training bit of things. Now that we've merged, Jaro does a bit.
Shout out Jaro.
You get me? There's a couple of them man that do bits and bobs. We got a keeper called Reese. He steps in sometimes and does some training. Good keeper.
He's a keeper that played against us.
That keeper, he's a good keeper. He's just sometimes when his head goes, his head's gone.
To be fair.
And that little thing that he done,
he
does it regular.
Yeah, man. Blame set him in, man. Get him in the box, man. Get him.
Why?
Doing some bits, man.
Why?
You
know what? He's a good guy, man. But that game, he lost it. He just lost his head. You get me? He was doing it all through preseason at friendlies, like skinning man and that. You get me? And I keep saying to him, man, it's tight what you do, you know, bro. But you can't do that in the league. And then he kept doing it, bro. You get me?
Okay, so now incidents happened at one of your games.
Yeah. All right. So obviously, like I said first, we played here with FC. The first game of the season. It was a good game, good banter. Tony from the league was there.
Tony Campbell.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Tony.
Yeah,
Tony.
Got a good guy. I like him. Good guy. He's come and watched the whole game. No animosity, bare good vibes, bro. When I mean good vibes.
The
first game we played them, bare banter.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were praising our keeper. Our keeper kept us in the game that day. Bare good vibes. We lost. We shook hands. They went their ways, we went our ways, no animosity. One of their people came over after the game. Bones, I think Bones had played for him before, somewhere around the lines, and he shook Bones' hand and had a little chat, got off. Obviously, they were confident in that game, looking at what we had there and looking at what we had there. I would have been confident if I was them as well, because they turned up before we did at our home pitch.
Regular
Bagger man, there was change, was checking out the ground and that before we even stepped foot out there. You get me? It was all
that preparation.
It's key, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
So obviously, fast forward to our fourth game of the season, cup game against them at their ground. Turned up to the ground early. Was told there's going to be a ref. There's going to be an official, a Birmingham City FA official, there to assess the referee. Yeah. I think the referee was going for something bigger than
like badges.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, games before the game, refs come over. Yeah, there's a geezer here to assess me. XYZ. Told us any messing around. You get me? He's gonna be strict today. XYZ. Give us the rules. Yeah. Man, them all understood the rules. Talk to the team. Talk to us.
So this was your second game, yeah, and this is after the merge.
Nah, this is the first game after the merge.
Okay.
Remember the merge? The merge just took us like a week.
Yeah.
It looked like it was going to take us
But you played them again because they had to play Rickman now.
Yeah. So nah. I think this is our cup game. This was our cup game anyway. So this was Highgate's cup game. Remember, Rickman have merged to us, so Rickman have got all our games. All Rickman games are dead now.
Yeah. Okay, so this was the cup game.
This is a cup game, first round.
Okay.
Nice little ground as well. I like their pitch. It was nice, man. Nice little setup. Got there bantering with the manager again. Same thing, just banter. Nice little fun. Man, them come. We lined up. First 5 minutes goal. Free kick. Dimitri. Second goal, about 25 minutes in, Bones. Third goal, about 35 minutes in, Bones again. Then 2 other Bones goals disallowed for offsides. We were skying them early, bro. Everybody coming off the pitch first half, walking into the changing rooms. There's a young player from Rickman. I'm not going to name the youth. But this little youth, good player. He's bought. This is his first time playing for both teams. So his first time linking with Rickman have bought him, but it's first time playing for both teams.
Okay.
He's come with, when I mean, like there must have been his whole family. Yeah, there's about 10 women there. I'd exaggerate, probably about 6-7 women, and 2 geezers, supposed to be his uncles or something like that. Yeah, I don't know these people. I'd never have subs. I never have supporters at our games. Like I see Rickman have their 1 and 2 people come and watch, but we don't have supporters. The man them don't tell their family about coming to a game every Sunday, because more time we're getting slapped, if I'll be honest. Yeah. The man ain't telling their family to come watch man get slapped, did it? Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here, lads. I got enough. You get me?
Yeah.
Boom. So what happened now? Yeah. So first off, everyone's walking into the changing room. There's a one player on their team. There's two brothers on their team. I don't know if they're twins or just brothers, but these guys, they was on some smoke. You get me? Once they seen that, it was a 3-0 brushing. They was on smoke afterwards. So it was
on the Harewood side.
On the Harewood side. So bare fouls, hard tackles, dirty tackles. Second half, well, man walking into the changing rooms.
What was the ref saying?
It's gone off. This first half as man come out, it's gone off. So everybody's going into the changing rooms now. It's going off with the supporters and the players. So imagine all our players are walking in. Their players are walking in. You got their supporters this side, our supporters this side. Everybody's arguing. They're arguing. But I'm in the dugout. Me, Sammy, and our two subs in the dugout. Yeah. Obviously, it's all calmed down. It was going off for about 5 minutes. Refs calmed it down. Refs seemed suitable for it to carry on. You get me? Didn't say nothing, just carry the game on. Yeah. Man, them come back out. Boom, same thing. We're kind of brushing them still. They've put on they had two subs. What's the youth's name? The one youth bear that plays for Quinton. Plays for Quinton Athletic. He's a decent little player still, I'm not going to lie, man. They were struggling without him. When he come on, he kind of game changed it. The bang one in, it was 3-1. They had a penalty. Keeper saved it. Then I think, did they score another one? I'm not sure if they scored again. Or if they scored and it was disallowed. But anyway, we shoot to the last 5 minutes of the game. Yeah. By this point now, I've just grabbed all my stuff, all my coaching stuff, and walked onto the other side because I could hear the back and forth still going on, innit? So I thought, let me try and get in the middle of that. Remember, it's like, you know, them proper pitches, you come out the changing rooms and you got one side and everybody just runs straight through that gap. So it's separated. We got us on here and them not on there. So I've just planted myself right in the middle. You get me? Last minute of the game. As soon as I've come over, the youth whose family have come to watch him got the foul in it. So when he's got the foul, it's a dirty tackle, bad tackle. I'm gonna read the ref report in a minute so you can understand where I'm coming from with what I'm saying, innit? So he's got a bad tackle. Refs give the player on the hair with a red card. This is his second dirty tackle. This is one of the brothers that I was telling you about. So he's got a red card. So instead of just taking your red card and rolling off, remember I didn't even say Taxman got a red card early in the second half and took his red card and walked off the pitch. Cash, all right, so I got my red.
10 men for a minute and then before the game done, they got one sent.
Yeah. So instead of this youth just walking off the pitch, look, game's done. You get me? Squared up to the little youth who is just fouled. So both of them are squaring up. He's pushed the youth's pushed him. He spawns the youth. Before the youths got to even, my players got to raise his hand. I've ran on the pitch, bear hug, boom. Grabbed him, let me remove you. So while I've grabbed this youth now, the supporters are going at it. But my focus ain't this. Remember, I haven't got no control over what's going on over there. I don't know these people, and I don't know these people. So it's not the way I see it is it's not my job to stop these guys. My job is what's on the field. I'm going to grab my guys and make sure my guys are cool. You get me? Grab the guy who was in the mix and moved him. But at this point, this kid can see his mum and them in the beef. Like his mum and them are fighting. And all he can see is blue players around his family. All he can see is blue tops around his family. So at one point, I wanted to let the youth go. And the youth is squeezing on me and he's trying to get loose. And I'm trying to just hold this youth because I know if I let this youth go, it's going to be a whole nother thing. Yeah?
It's your players.
By the time I know it, you know, as any scuffle goes, man them have seen women involved. Yeah? And the man them on my team, they're like, why? Women involved. So a couple man have ran over. You get me? Which I couldn't stop these guys. You get me? I'm concerned with the one guy because the youth, I seen the youth was about something, innit? And if he would have got let go, it probably would have been a whole different scenario at that point. I held on to that youth to the end, you know, bro. I made sure he wasn't involved in nothing while his family was in the beef, bro. You get me? It got out of order when the ref should have, because at one point he's called us all back out on the field. So imagine all this this ruckus is going on for 15, 20 minutes.
And there's only a minute left of the game.
1 minute left of the game. 1 minute left. Bro, you know how this is going to be the man them's first win, yeah? in how many weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
And not only that, it's a sweet win. You get me? The man them dominated the game. So I was proud, you get me? I thought, yeah, man, we're going to walk off this with a nice little win.
Yeah.
The last minute, bro, yeah?
That's my days, you know.
So imagine everybody's split now. Got our group in the changing rooms. Some of them have gone back in the changing rooms. Some of them supporters that was there have kind of got off. So the ref's like, yo, look, get everybody back on the field. 1 minute left.
To finish the game.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, 1 minute left, boys. Everybody back on the field.
Yeah.
Haywood manager, nope. We're not getting back out there. I just seen some player lifted up his top. He's got something under his top. Nah. We're not getting back out there. X, Y, Z, da. All right, cool. Ref said to him, you're not coming back out? But it was that talk of there's something under his top that made the ref be like, because the ref hasn't mentioned none of this in his report that happened, but everybody else was there when he was called. You get me?
Yeah.
But none of this has been mentioned in his report that he called everybody back out. You get me? And this is why I know, yeah, the FA system, the way it's run, in some degree, it's a business, a money grabbing business. Because how do you not want to? If there's a big incident happened, yeah, where supporters have been involved and there's kids all around, and supposedly there's been all these knives drawn, wouldn't you want to hear about this? Wouldn't you want to say, nah, this is big because you fined us 300 odd quid. This is big. I want to hear this. I want to hear this in a building where there's judges, or because this is a serious offence, and this is what we're expecting. All right, he's accused us of knives. Come, let's hear where you get your evidence. So here are their hearings go, and their hearings they read the evidence. They have a guy come in called Sporting Integrity Matters. Yeah, this guy comes in and he does an investigation. So he messages us, messages whoever, gets the information via emails, no phone calls or nothing. Yeah, all this is done on the net, emails. So he gets all the information on the email. Remember, anybody can write anything down on a piece of paper, you know, and you can half believe it. But you get a man in the face, and make a man tell you that story. You get me?
It's different.
It's different, yeah? And here's where the FA system is fucked up, bro. Sorry for the language. The FA system is bad, yeah, because it don't give you a chance to voice what you got to say. It's all done in emails. And then if they don't believe what you've written down, fine, here's your fine. And that's how they've basically done us, bro. They've said, one day they've given us a hearing date, so they've said, they've gone, if you want a hearing about this, you've been charged with this offence. If you want a hearing about this, you need to apply for the hearing by the 8th of November.
So wait there, before, are you the only, did Haywood get
So what we,
as well,
so what we don't know is this. Obviously, it's both teams that are involved.
Right.
You have to go for a hearing to put your point across before they can actually give you the £300 fine. Yeah. So they go to us. You can have it. We charge you with this offence. You can have a hearing on the 8th. You have to apply to this hearing on the 8th by the 2nd. But they never sent us the email on the 2nd. They sent us the email on the 4th. So how do we reply to the email by the 2nd if you've sent it to us on the 4th? You agree with me? How do we apply to that? How do we reply to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, if you do eventually get a hearing, then you can actually be heard. Not even be heard. You can state your finger cross, and it's video link.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for this hearing.
Yeah.
So you have to pay. I think it's £50 for the hearing. Before that, you have to pay £15 for admin. Now, just keep in mind, yeah, we are grassroots. We are not FA. We're not Premier League. Yeah, we've not got where we're getting all this money from.
Yeah.
To start to get your team off the ground to start, you need a kit. We need 2 kits. You need a ground. You need affiliation money. You need the league bond, and you need the 60 to enter. Before you've even started, you've spent nearly 2 free bags, bro. Unless you got sponsors, unless you're smart enough to get sponsors, you spent nearly 2 free bags before you started.
From the jump.
You get me? Where did they think we're getting this money from? You get me? That's for one. Yeah. My other thing with the FA is, all right, and we're gonna move on to the league as well in a minute, because the league, you get me? There's a couple of things that is a bit hazy for me with the league, innit? Obviously, we've not been charged with no blades. Yeah. So the original charges, I'm gonna start reading some stuff out now, lads. Yeah.
So the FA, as the Birmingham FA has said, Your boss case.
Yeah, they've not said nothing about no knives.
Yeah.
We've not been charged with nothing about no knives. Yeah. So I'll show you what's been said now.
They're just saying that you need to pay
£300. And this is what the league have said to us. The league have said, yo, if the FA recommend us to kick you out of the league, then we're going to kick you out of the league. Obviously, they've put it to a vote, so FA haven't recommended this. But the league want us out, and I'm going to show you how. And I don't blame them in a way, because if I'm building a foundation or I'm building something big, as they are building, and I'm just starting building the bricks, and I hear of, there's a team that has supposedly drawn out knives, it's bad rep. Nobody wants that. I don't want that. And this is why I'm here now. This is why I'm voicing my opinion on how these things run, because I know for a fact, and I can guarantee there's not one person that day that had any blades. I was in a mix of everything. And I'm going to read you some reports in a minute that are going to back up some of the stuff that are saying it. And some of these things, nobody knows I've got some of these things in it. These is fresh information. I'm going to start with the ref report in it. I'm just going to read you what the ref said about that game the other day, yeah? So this is referee Shyam Morjaria, yeah? This is his name. He's like, on the 90th minute, I provided a second caution, then dismissed David Jones for his second reckless tackle of the game. As David was walking off the field of play, he started to square up with an AFC Highgate player, number 8, and they both started to push each other. Within seconds, both sets of teams, managers, spectators started to fight, push and throw punches at each other on the field of play and also off the field of play. This resulted in me having to abandon the game. Now, this is a lie, and I'll tell you why this is a lie. He called us back out, which is not mentioned, which I said earlier. Called us back out, 1 minute to play. None of this is mentioned. The other thing that's a lie on here, yeah, is the managers. So me and Sammy was there. Me and Sammy wasn't involved in any kind of beef. We were getting everybody back into the changing room. That was our job, was to get everybody back in the changing room. So where they've says managers, there's only me and Sammy that was there that day. Jaro was running the line. Jaro wasn't involved either. We're not that kind. We're not that way in set. You get me, bro? I'm not getting, bro. For one, people were liquored up and drinking from 9 o'clock in the morning that morning. So, yo, I got 4 kids to go home to, bro. You think I'm gonna risk a man busting a glass or trying to move to me with something over some Sunday football, bro, or risk me having to retaliate and go to jail? It's sense over nonsense at the end of the day. For one, you're serving drinks. There's no stewards there. This is not Premier League. It's not. There's no stewards, no security. You ain't even got no cameras. You see what I'm trying to say? So you just set people up to fail there. You get me? Which is a madness. I'm gonna read you a report. Do
you think because you've jumped in and bear hugged your player, he's saying that's why you're involved?
I don't know.
So I don't know. In the case, what does he want you to do? Just
I don't know. I don't understand how they expect us. All right, say, and I'm giving you this is an example of, this is my example of me. This is me merging with a team, not knowing any of that team's people over there, knowing the players, but not knowing any of their people. Their people come to the game kicks off, their people are in beef with the other people. What do I do then? What do I do? What can I actually do? I can't do nothing.
It's guilty by association.
I remember you brought it up at the AGM meeting.
Yeah, bro, and this is why you can never get close enough to the FA. I can show you messages when I'm messaging them, asking them what are we supposed to do, what's the guidelines, and they're just not answering the questions, bro. They're swinging me with a question when I'm giving them a question, and an important question, because this is important for every team to want to know.
Facts.
Bro, you need to know who you got. You need to know who you got coming to your games. Then basically, you need to do a check of everybody that comes to your game. Yo, who are you, mate? Yeah, wait, who's your family? Like your family over there. Oh, can I meet your mum? You're gonna do it. You're gonna have to do checks, bruv. I'm not doing no checks. I'm not there for that. There for the football only.
What was the response? He said, get a banner with no kick it out or respect banners.
Nah, the respect barrier.
Where you pull it.
What the respect barriers is, where
bro,
you cordon around the pitch, innit?
Bro, it's not gonna stop no smoke. It's not gonna. The only thing that's gonna stop smoke is if you got stewards at the game. It's a deterrent. You look and you think, rah, do I really want Sunday morning? Do I really want to be having an argument with this geezer? Or you have a steward, have 3 stewards. You know, if you've got a setup where you've got a bar and all of that, and big boy changing rooms and dugouts and all of that, then you're doing it big. Have some stewards then. You're serving man drinks at 9 o'clock in the morning and expecting everybody's head to be clear. You get me? It was in Solihull. I can't even remember where it was, bruv. It was a nice pitch, you know, real nice pitch.
Okay.
But yeah, and my problem again, you know, the manager, what they thought was we was coming there to get smoked. That's what it all led down to. Because remember, at one point, they're running up, and I got footage again. I got loads of footage, you know, bro. This is why I need to be in front. I film games, you get me? And I need to be in front of the right people to show them what I've got. It's no point me sending you a video or a picture because you're not going to hear me. I've been doing all of this for weeks now, trying to get the man them some football, bro, and they're just not feeling us. We send Kevin them messages, and they're telling us if we message them after a certain time, they're gonna charge us. Have you ever heard that? Nobody's never heard that, bro. They got times where you can only message them and ring them. I shit you not, bro. The man them says to me, if you message us after a certain time, we're gonna charge you for it. Swear down, and I thought, raw, like, you know, as a new team, well, we're not new, but new to your league, and not knowing how you do things, we just expected a little more. Yo, this is what you need to do, or just a little bit of a help here and there, and you get me. We ain't got nothing from the league, man. The bad, you get me. And I hate to say, if I could change back the clock and just have not entered, I would have, because it would have saved all of this hassle. You get me, bro? Because this is not one of the things I turn up for. I don't turn up for the smoke in the mornings. I turn up for the football, bro. I enjoy it. It's my time off. I work nearly 13, 14 hours a day sometimes, bro. You get me? And that Sunday there is the Sunday where I can just go.
One grace.
Yeah.
You get me? Let me just forget about everything for that 2 hours there. Nothing don't matter. You get me? But the man them have took it away from us, bruv. And it's raw upsetting. You get me?
So now they're saying on the 28th.
Yeah. So on the 28th.
You have a hearing.
On the 28th, there's an SGM meeting, innit?
And this is not mandatory to all the teams?
Nah, it's not mandatory to all the teams.
It's just whoever shows up?
It's whoever shows up. But apparently, there's, 69 teams in the league? 69 teams in that league. Obviously, we have to get a certain amount of a vote. Else they're just going to kick us out. I feel this is what it's going to come to anyway. But like I says, I never come this far to just make man, just deal with man like that. I'm going to fight you, innit? And then even if you kick us out, still gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me one way or another, innit? We've got options to go into other leagues already. I've already cleared couple of things up, but we'd rather stay. Like I said, this is the league to be in. You get me? I've been watching, and I know this is the league to be in.
Yeah.
You get me, bro? If we're to progress and we're to get any better, then you're only gonna want to play better teams, innit? And this is why we're here, for the football only. It's a shame. It's a shame that day that it couldn't have just been resolved, because after the game and some of the statements that they've wrote, it's like stereotypical racism, bro. It's like, these men are black, they're from inner cities, they're from areas where these things do happen. They must have had knives. When they threw that knife claim in, remember, originally the guy says to us, and in front of the ref, the guy says, we're not coming back out on the pitch. I just seen somebody lift their top and they had something under their top. In his statement, this changes, bro, dramatically. This changes to man having 3 knives and a machete. This changes to a man just pulling up his top to his players lining up in front of these 3 men with knives and machetes, standing in front of their player, stopping their player from getting stabbed. This is what he said in his statement. This is absolutely bullshit, bro. This never happened. You get me? And this, for them to even say this, and then at the end of their statement, this is how they've topped it off. If this is the kind of teams you've got in your league, that we don't want to be in here. You get me? Now it's a good touch to a bad story to say, yo, look, man, these guys are guilty, and they're supposed to have folded, apparently.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So.
That means we through to the next round.
Yo, yeah, man. Fun and joke aside, I fought because I rapped with the manager and the guy who was running the lines. I don't know if it's the assistant, but I rapped with them a couple of times. before the game, and there were the decent geezers, the raw decent geezers. I couldn't say a bad word about them up until I've seen these statements. You get me? The statements, it make it a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You get me? Because just mentioning knives, you're gonna say to yourself, "Rah, that's big." But then is the proof there? You get me? But once you mention it, it's mentioned, innit? It's there. You get me? So the league now, they have to go, knives were mentioned. Is this true or not? Boy, you have to take it as true because it's mentioned. Even though there's no proof, just keep in mind there's no proof. So in the FA's report, this is what the FA have charged us with, yeah? Hold on 1 second, boys. The FA have charged us with... Shit, hold on.
I know it was something to do with failure to control.
Yeah, basically, nothing about knives, yeah? So there's nothing about tools, nothing about blades, nothing about anybody brandishing anything, yeah? All they've said is guilty of misconduct, failing to control supporters, failing to control players. That's what we've been charged with, yeah? My question to the league is how come they keep saying this stuff about knives and we've not been guilty with no knives? We've not been found guilty of no knives. This is the message I got from the league today. It's today? This is today. Yesterday, I think, probably. Maybe today. Yeah? And this is I think, what they've sent to everybody. And this is what I'm trying to say, yeah. It's bad, man. Oh, my phone's moving slow in this little room, you know. Oh, shit, I can't even find it, bro.
You get a text.
I don't know. I don't deal with that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, no man them got text. I guarantee, because, all right, so if nobody not got no texts from that we've not been playing, since we've not been playing no ball, they've not said, this has happened or there's an incident been happening. When before we got to the meeting, was they talking about that? They was talking about it, weren't they? Yeah. When we walked in, everybody just went. And I said to the man, look now, man, we got here late, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to continue to defend the thing because I know, like, you know, you can't guilty us over something to do with people that was on the side. How can I control it? That's my only solution is how do I control it? That's all I want to know. And I've been asking the FA this, and they're not telling us nothing.
So what you're here today, obviously to defend the thing, and obviously to let other teams know that support the
so basically, there's going to be a SGM vote, yeah, and that's going to be open to all the teams that are actually in the league, not just the division. So what we're trying to do is, obviously, it's looking like a fail for us because we don't really mingle with every other team. We do mingle with a few teams.
But you're new to the league at the same time.
We're new to the league at the same time. So hearing that story of knives is gonna sort of like, let them go. They're gonna deserve it or whatever. I just want to say it and like as genuine as I can say it, like me personally, I vouch for every single person that day with what happened. One thing you can't condone is the violence, but one thing you can't say is if you was a player on that pitch that day and you looked over and seen your mum on the sideline having a scrap or somebody throwing stuff at your mum, that you're gonna stand there and watch it. I spoke to Dan Hassan, and Dan Hassan said himself out of his own mouth, if he takes his chairman's hat off, if he takes his official hat off, he would have if he's seen somebody beefing with his people on the sideline, he's not standing there to watch. And this is out of his own mouth as well. Battle, man. You get me? And which I said, and even the player even says to me, he said, yo, after it, at first everybody's hyped and and he's my mum, not my mum, and you know, afterwards when he's calm, the man's messaged me and he said, you know what, Blim, I apologise, I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept my hat on, but you know, just see my mum over there, and I'm saying, yo, bro, she's protected. She's I would have rather none of my players have been involved because, like I said, and I'm gonna say, I'm never gonna get involved in no supporters beef. I'm never gonna do it. So what am I gonna pay a £300 fine every time it kicks off? Which is gonna get it. You know, it's thank God it's not summer. Because, you know, in the summer, when you get the reckless idiots that come out, then that's when you're going to have problems. And every team needs to understand that this is the rules that they've set. You have to control the supporters, which I think is a wrong rule. It's a bad rule. because it's impossible. Just say for instance, you get some big massive geezers come, yeah, and they're going at it. Bruv, I'm not involved. I'm a small guy. Not involved. Yeah, and especially, you get me? Especially when there's alcohol involved, bro, and there's kids about. Yeah. I'm not involved.
It's a hard one, man.
Yeah. So as far as you know, Dev Hair would have been fined and they've been charged with the same things as you.
They have to have been.
Yeah.
They have to have been because it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
So you can't just you can't say we failed to control supporters when the last initial beef happened from their player. Their player slid us, got the red card.
Did the FA not talk about mediation?
Nah, I did. I said to Dan Hassan, I got messages here now, bro, yeah. I messaged and I said, yo, look, before we found out they was going to fold, I said, yo, look, we still got to play them again. So let's try and let's sit down. Let's sit down. Big men, we're all grown adults. Forget the supporters, it's got nothing to do with them. We as managers, let's sit down, league there, FA member there, whatever, and hash it out. No response, I'll show you. No response from this geezer, bruv. Yeah, and it gives you the, yo, it gives you the, I'm gonna wipe my hands vibe. I'm not doing this. That's the vibe that they're giving us. You get me, bro? But yeah, another couple of things that I wanted to say before I go in it. Yeah, all teams are allowed to come to this meeting. I just want to make everybody known that we have not been charged with anything to do with knives and tools, innit? So when the league are pushing out these emails or they're pushing out these narratives, yeah, just ask anybody who's pushing out them to show you the charge sheet that says we've been charged with tools. You get me? Because that's the narrative that's being pushed out there, and it's a narrative to destroy. It's gonna destroy us. It will destroy us. It will go with us if this is dealt with the wrong way.
Yeah,
you with me? Which is why I'm here, bro. I'm not a public guy. I always expected to come on here with a couple of the lads, banter. Bones, and some banter thing.
Yeah.
But here I am, and you get me, and I'm here to back. I'm here to back my thing. You get me? Because if I don't do, we got nobody else in our corner.
Yeah.
We just got us. It's just us.
I hear that.
You get me? So yeah, man. Like I said, I have to. I'm here for that only, and I apologize to anybody who feels any kind of way about anything I said. I'm not trying to diss the league, and my intention is not coming in here to diss the league. I'm just spitting some facts that I'm actually going through at this precise moment. Like I've tried to have conversations with the league. I've tried to have conversations with the FA. Tried to get certain bits of information. It's just falling on deaf ears, man. Nobody wants to hear nothing. What they want to do really is just rub us out, and I can't allow that to happen. You get me? I got sponsors riding with us.
That Wagwan.
Yeah, we got Wagwan and we got
no crate case for man Wagwan.
You know what, bro? You know what? You know, where's the camera? Yo, you see Mills? We need the crates, man. This is why we need the crates. You get me now? It's been on my list. I've been hitting him saying, yo, we need these crates, man. You get me? Yeah. Yeah. But I want to shout out Kev though, man, because you know the start of the season, it was rough for us. We had some things that we couldn't get sorted, and Kev did push in and help us a little bit. You get me? But as soon as the merger happened, I think everything just went left for us. You get me? But we had to merge. We had no choice. It was either merge or die. It was either merge or die for both teams. And like I said, if Kev would have given me the option to drop a division, then I would have dropped and I wouldn't have merged. But yeah, it's one of them, innit? It's woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Okay. Well, let's hope that you get me, it all works out for you, and you get me, you can stay in the league, man. Cause again, for me, it'll be a shame to lose so many teams again.
Yeah, and because you just beat us 5-1, you don't want to get them goals wrapped over there.
True that. You said it. That's 3 points gone.
That's 3 points gone and 5 goals.
It's hard as it is, like you said, man, for teams that are folding, like you said, and whatnot as well.
Yeah.
Because there's teams that have been like from start of the season till now, like this is the whole reason, like I said, even I do my thing Sundays, it's our days, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
yeah, bro. I remember
I know Slim differently, innit? Like I can vouch from in a sense of the transition of where man have come from. Like,
You might need to show up to the hearing and vote, bro.
Trust me, you know what, bro?
I can only give
all I wanted to do, you know, to start this was, you know how you got the Redwoods and you got the Continental Stars. I just wanted to plant a Highgate foundation in there.
Come on.
And just run it. And then, obviously, with the Rickman thing, Scally, R.I.P. Scally, you get me? With that, and just bringing it together, it was like, it made sense, bro. You get me?
We always says, man, like in the ends, innit, you've got the sand pitch on Borsal Road, innit? Like we've always said, if we had the money, this sand pitch has been there forever, you know. There's a goal that you can't pay on it though. If there was enough money, you'd buy the sand pitch plot of land, put a little and build a pitch on it, innit, and like make all the teams in the ends play under one umbrella. So for me, like when they did merge, it made sense. Like it genuinely did make sense. And I can only vouch for Slim from a game. We grew up together, and like we're talking from knee height to where we are now. So the transition for where man have come from, myself included, to where we are now, in the sense of trying to be positive. Like I get why he's here. This ain't Slim's forte to talking.
Telling you, bro.
And I know, like for
the passion's talking. That's what it is.
And I
the
get
passion
why
shows.
he's doing this. I think it'd be wrong for me to even sit here now and not even voice or back Slim's thing as well. I weren't there on the day. I can only back for know that if he's here to back his thing, things happen, innit? And I think, like he said, man, just put your thinking caps on it. Before you start
bro.
voting,
If personally, if I did see anybody with blades, I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna run and tell the league that they had blades. But I'm gonna voice it to man and say, yo, bruv, you can't come back here, because what we've done now is we've moved the youth up, because we can't guarantee that youth's family is not gonna come back, and we can't guarantee that there's not gonna be another incident. So now there's not gonna be no supporters at my games ever. If we get to play in this league again, there will be no supporters. And even if we go the next league that we're supposed to go to, I've already spoke to them and they've even agreed. They've said, yo, look, that's gonna be one of the rules. We do have years. You're not going to be able to have anybody there. And we're going to stick to that, because we've only come for the football. So whatever I have to do, whatever player I have to do, whatever player I have to let go to make this thing run, there's the man have to look at the bigger picture rather than just looking at, this
no man bigger
player.
than the team.
No man bigger than the team. And
All
this,
right, then.
I can't sink it.
Wow. That's all it needs.
No man bigger than the team.
You get me? Well, yeah, man.
Okay,
I respect for having me on here, though, lads, man.
Man.
I'm just pissed that it wasn't over a better conversation and a better settings.
Nah, man,
you get me? Yeah, part two.
Hopefully, part two.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
While we're here, let's go through the Sunday League roundup then quickly. Results off the top of my head. Obviously, Vibes played. NSA.
You have to say Vibes first, innit?
Yeah, that's the only one that I know off the top of my head.
Right, let's see. We run the championship first.
Then. So I know Vibes played NSA. Gaffer.
Yeah, well, it's big up to NSA. Obviously, they came ready for us. We weren't ready for the game. We first half was probably the worst we've played all season. Half time, obviously, said a few words, put a few things in place, and then second half was a lot better. Obviously, we came into half time 1-0 down, was it?
Yeah.
Then obviously, think we equalised.
Yeah. And then they went 2-1 up.
Yeah, so we equalised through Malks ex-NSA.
I think that's where the energy's from, though, for them, though, innit?
Yeah. So obviously, we had a couple of players that...
Shout out Shane as well.
Yeah. That was... Obviously, Cam was playing his first game, who just left NSA a few weeks ago.
That was like Luis Figo returning back to the camp.
And obviously, we had Benz up top.
Oh, wow.
Who's obviously...
Former NSA as well.
NSA. And obviously, I think a lot of the boys let the occasion get the better of them. So
played the occasion rather than the game.
Which is exactly what I said on the side. And yeah, I think after we kind of got that out of our system, the second half we kind of let's play now. And then I think if we carried on for another 5-10 minutes, we would have won the game.
To be fair, the ref blew the whistle when we had the ball on the edge of their box.
Yeah.
Mad.
So
I would say, wait,
so
on the 89, 59 second kind of thing, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like there was a lot of banter on the sides flying around. It was all good.
You've seen the footage, innit? Obviously, that man got there.
I seen a little piece of the footage.
It'd be good, man. It'd be good.
Shane's doing bits for the, but I should say Ash as well, man. Like Ash is doing bits for the trailer, man.
Yeah, man. They had a few good players, and they done their thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Return. Can't wait for the return. I'll be honest.
Nottingham ain't won. This I was speaking to Massey yesterday as well. Obviously, the truth gaffer me say Nottingham ain't won in November, innit? But it's all about
You hear the Arsenal
end
fans.
of the season. You get me? It's good enough.
Oh yeah, Trooper won 10-0 as well.
Trooper won 10-0.
Yeah, seen that.
Yeah,
That's
was
Maypole,
just-
was it?
That now against Waterford.
Waterford.
That's
We've got
that's
them
like,
Sunday.
Yeah.
So that was a 10-0 drumming. I think even
Jack Cheney in goal. Mad thing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't have half of their players there, and they still run out 10-0 winners. But
It's mad.
I'm on the coach of them next week anyway for their cup game. Then you've got Maypole beat FC Olympia 2-1.
That I seen that. Yeah.
And then Kings Athletic, shout out Brendan and that.
Yeah,
They're the county cup game.
They're doing all right, innit?
Against Gillage United 5-2. I saw he sent me the goal from Ty,
Bad.
bro.
Yeah, Ty's hit some this season, though. He's hit a couple this season, innit?
And this, even like I said, we're talking about if you had one team in the ends, technically Kings Athletic
Yeah. From the ends, yeah.
Wait till I start SLSFC.
That's what, yeah, man.
I'm only messing.
And then the Prem.
And then the Prem was
I know
mainly
Power
cup game. Well, yeah, so
Power played Real Rangers. That was 3-3.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good game.
Yeah, that sounds like a big game anyway when you look at it on
3-3
paper.
that is.
Yeah.
Then you've got Hampton United played BNJS and they lost 2-1.
Why is that BNJS? What team is that? Is
They're
that a
from
league?
they're from the Worley League.
Oh, so that's a cup match, like a FA. Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously we ain't even touched on the news of obviously Boilers folding and that. Obviously we haven't been on there.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Lee though. That's my
You know
guy.
what? That's just the shame.
Yeah, that was a shock for me when I seen that.
Same.
Certain things are bigger than football, innit? Like that's just like man can't knock Lee, innit? Like all I can know is like my man's won back-to-back times,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Going head-to-head with him the first season, bro. Yeah, I know my man has got some manager.
I seen who runs the vibes his Twitter account. I seen man having some jabs.
Yeah,
at
let
my guy.
me adjust that one right now.
We need to know who's having jabs at my guy still.
The gaffer does not run any of the socials.
I seen it when I said, nah, how come they going at my guy like that?
Whether it's Twitter, whatever it is, any socials, I'm not involved. It's nothing to do with me. So that's my disclaimer. Nothing to do with me.
Man, never quiet, you know.
It ain't me. I'm the media man.
No, man. Like I said, ballers, but like I said, it's sad, and
It's a big loss to the league, innit? But obviously,
yeah. Now Lee was the gaffer's gaffer for me. Anyway, me coming in and just having a look, and you get me. Yeah, just seeing bits and bobs and how he deals with the man. And now you get. I like the way he moves, man. I like the way he moves. Always like the way he moves. Though, so it's a shame.
As I said, it's a big loss to the league, innit?
Yeah.
But
Back-to-back champs, man.
Can't knock it.
It's one of them ones, innit?
Can't knock it.
Man set foundation for the man. I think I'm going to win back-to-back champions before they can talk to Lee now.
Yeah.
The White Goblin's still going to be saying that. Shout out Lee, man. Always shout out Lee. But then we got who else? The rest were cup games with the rest of them. So you had Edgbaston Private beat Dingle 3-1.
Yeah. Big shout out Fox.
Yeah, man. Capo.
Donny.
Yeah, is that what Fox is?
Yeah,
Fox and Capo
Fox,
there,
Donny,
man.
Jesse.
What?
Them man there.
Jesse, okay. Yeah, man, shout out the guys.
Yeah.
Then you've got Hampton Sundays were away to Neverton. They won 4-2.
Jeez.
So Hampton
All the Brom teams doing bits in
man,
that little cup thing, innit?
This cup weekend's been decent still.
Yeah,
Then you
turning
have,
up still. I like it,
you had
man.
OJM that lost to Athletic Midlands at home.
Jeez.
Yeah.
4-2 that one, innit?
Party. From I was with Omar earlier, innit?
Yeah.
He's in his
gassed,
element, man. He's in his bag
Gassed.
right now, man. Omar's loving it.
Gassed.
And then you had what? Shout out VIP as well. Like, because technically there's 2 games of the weekend, and it like VIP beat Gang 5-0 at home. Now Gang, from what I know,
Are they Worley League as well?
no, they're Coventry, bro. They I'm sure they're the team that beat SE Dons a couple of seasons ago, and I'm sure they beat Beatties, who are the Nationals champions.
Yeah, Beatty's
Pre-season
They're serious
this year
there.
or towards the end. So I got to that game, it was 0-0 at half time, bro.
So they have a late kickoff or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
12 o'clock kickoff, and then 5-0, brother. They had a man sent off, Gang FC did, but VIP through to the next round of the Nationals, bro.
Yeah,
So
fair play to the VIP as well,
Up
man.
the
I like that.
VIPs.
Shout out Connor and Kevin and Wes and the gang. But I'm going to say, hands down, I think the game of the weekend has got to go to where I was, bro.
Yours on some basketball thing.
Brother, I'm going to try leave it as minimalistic as possible.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to spoil Thursday, bro.
Yeah, don't.
But shout out to Charlie G, and the West Midlands boys.
Yeah. Shout out the guys.
Brother, it was 5-1 at half time to Austin.
Ah, don't lie. I know Perry is.
Listen,
pissed.
game ended 6-6.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
on the bottom of a bottle right
I'm
now.
gonna leave it there.
Yeah, the man them rocked out, man.
7:30.
Yeah,
The
man.
man them rocked out. I'm looking
Tune in,
forward
man.
to that
Tune
one.
in.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one, definitely. When I seen that result, I says, nah, they done Perry like that. He's gonna be pissed, bruv. I rather didn't expect it when I seen the fixture. I thought, yeah, man, he's gonna slide through that. But fair play to West
because
Coast.
West Mid ain't been in the
Because
best of form.
Fair play to him, man.
Yeah, because I'm in the dingle last week and like obviously you got.
Hey, speaking of the dingo though,
Yeah.
they've gone viral. What's happening in their pub?
Oh, the man tripping over thing.
Yeah, it's bare stuff. I was had to shout Ollie like, yo, what's going on in the dingle over
I
there?
seen some video that was on the net that's going around on the net. I seen
He sent
something.
me, he's like, yo, there was more. He sent me more. I was like, yo, the dingle's going up.
I have to leave that pub at early time because after I was in there, it gets a bit moody.
Bro, crazy.
Speaking of viral, let me shout out my bro Zach. Obviously, we Kendrick and that big viral thing. And that get me, but
Yeah,
anyway,
Mini Mike.
back to the football.
Mini Mike.
Yeah, man. I did say to VIP I was gonna go to their games. It's the big nationals, innit?
Yeah.
But then Charlie G's like, yo, Faz, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shout out Kings. Kings was at our game. So
Yeah, man.
So and I think out of the two, I picked the best one.
Yeah.
So, Thursday,
for goals
7:30,
especially.
man.
Also remember, if you want to be on show Tekkers, please send your clips via any social platform, and you got the email as well. So yeah, man,
And get your goals into me, brother.
there you go. But what else was that Sunday League roundup then?
Sunday
Pretty
league
much.
roundup.
That was everyone in it.
Yeah, done. We're gonna talk about
Hey.
well, go on for
Ronnie. I don't think I got
I
time.
haven't watched the thing yet. I ain't watched the
it ain't really ain't out yet.
But you know,
The full
you
intro, I ain't
see
even
for the
seen
fact
the
he's
clip.
not playing, bro, and everybody knows he's going in January.
Now you know what I think as well, because I think Piers Morgan's been smart with that, because I think that's recorded from start of the season.
And just boss it now.
Because when he was asked when did you film this?
Yeah, I seen
he's
the
saying, nah, I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Obviously, I think it's from
So
the
man-
start of the season, because he's talking about
dashed
things
it in
like
there.
And then
it just happened yesterday. Like, yo, man had no compassion for my sick daughter.
Choke thing.
You get me?
okay, saying
And on all these things, you get me? So
and sorry to cut, it was that his sick daughter was the one that passed.
I don't know if did she
No,
pass?
because I know he had a
one of his children passed, and I don't know if
Yeah,
I thought it was a
that
son. though.
died at birth.
Was it?
He died at birth, but there was one that was sick recently. That's why he never turned up to pre-season.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm questioning when that was filmed. Obviously, it's still bad because man's talking about same gym, same dinner ladies, all sorts. You get me?
I've only seen what's been on the Twitter already.
I never seen that yet.
Yeah.
Trying
He's
to edit
Kane in the
myself,
club
only
still, but again, Glazer's out in it. It's one of them
So
ones.
the only question is realistic, and it's like, can that tarnish his reputation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the club. In the club.
100%. You think you can, after that's come out, you think you can go back to training and bro, that's sackable offences. Carragher was saying, bro.
Granny fans that say doesn't matter what he does, he can't do no wrong in it. But
Nah.
Even Big Kreller's turned against him now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So from when Big Kreller was like,
Yeah.
that was like his baby CR7.
Calling him Chrissy.
I mean,
if Kreller said I'm behind Kreller.
Yeah. Apparently he's gonna get fined $1 million.
Yeah,
But,
so
bro,
that-
that's a drop in yo. That's like you finding me £1, bro.
Yeah, that's a change to them,
You
man.
get me?
There.
You know what I
The
mean?
thing
So
is, you got Sporting Lisbon. I'll just say, yeah, man, just keep.
nah, but I don't think he wants to go them clubs
bring
there.
the price down.
Yeah, bring the price. But think about it, where he could
He
go.
ain't got no
America.
choice no more.
Nah, but
What choice he got?
But he wants to play Champions League. and
yeah,
so
he said he
doesn't
wants
wanna go
to
America.
finish his
The only
career on a
way
high.
he's getting a high is if he bosses up the World Cup now.
And to be honest, you know,
To be
I don't
fair, their
think-
team's decent, you know.
and
Nah.
there's one man that could still do it.
On FIFA, yeah.
Nah, their centre back's shaky. They still got Pepe in it, but
Nah, but either way,
I was thinking,
Pepe
yo,
and Fonte still playing. Them man
nah,
are-
not Fonte.
They got like
Diaz,
Diaz, Ruben Diaz, and Pepe in it. But then they got
No,
Cancelo
that's-
and that Nuno Mendes for PSG.
that's what I'm saying. Like on FIFA, they'll be sick.
But that's the shout out though. So World Cup starting what Sunday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mazza.
Mazza.
Seems weird in it before.
Yeah, that's mad. I've just been in the days with this football stuff going on, and you get me. I ain't even concentrating, man. I seen an advert for it the other day. I said, "Raw, we're here already."
Yeah, bro.
So who's everyone backing then? Because obviously,
Brazil, you know my
who's Brazil.
team.
I'm
I think
team
that's
now.
the hardest. I think that's the
What we
hardest
saying?
team.
On paper, it's Brazil, innit? But at the same time,
I'm
you
saying
can't
Brazil, Argentina
underestimate,
final.
I think France.
And Messi wins.
I think France in it, and
That's the final I'm hoping for.
But
Argentina,
Brazil.
with obviously the
But I
goal
think
winning.
there's gonna be some dark horses in there, bro. That are gonna
They definitely will, but they won't win it.
I think
They'll go far, but
looking
won't
at
win.
squads
So let's have a
that
look then.
that have been selected, I'm disappointed in Spain's 100%.
Because I'm hearing they didn't even put the Gay's not even.
Yeah,
in.
he didn't get selected.
Oh,
But
wow.
I hear it's probably the way he wants to play. No Thiago as well for Liverpool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But their midfield is still good. But they've brought Busquets, bro. Mine was a dinosaur. Now I'm not disputing that he's still.
That's right in him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
It's mad.
Yeah, but
So you're telling me you wouldn't take him?
I wouldn't. Sorry.
Because
See, this is why you're not gonna win the World Cup. This is why you're back in Brazil.
Nah, I wouldn't take Busquets. And
Germany.
I'm not saying.
How?
I just think he's past it now. There comes a time when you just passed it,
And he's not there yet.
All right, I'm gonna give you this. Then,
I don't know
Portugal, Uruguay, South.
He's not
Korea,
gonna start.
Ghana.
who.
I think Portugal's struggling in that group.
So I was about you took the words out. I was gonna say I could see Portugal not qualifying in there. You know,
Nah,
bro.
I think they will, bro. Their team's
That's playing
solid.
FIFA. That's
Nah,
why.
nah, nah.
He's playing
They're
Ultimate
solid,
Team.
bro.
He ain't looking at the bigger picture. He's
Nah,
just looking
man,
at the
they're
teams.
solid. You sound like Stodge saying Croatia's gonna win it.
No. I'm saying Croatia had a good team. That's what I said.
But it's alright then, and I think who are going to be dark horse as well. Bear in mind they have got some good players, bro, and go under the radar. It's Netherlands.
They always have good teams, though.
Yeah.
I looked at their team.
Their quality players come from
They're unknown man as well, though, so that they could be. But
I'm saying one of the
I looked at their
African
team.
some
teams.
sneaky
One of the
ones.
African teams will make this at least a semi-final.
Just
That's what I'm saying.
What African team?
I don't know. One of
Mane's
them.
injured though, innit? For
What
Senegal.
African teams are there? What African teams are in it?
I'm just saying one of them.
Ghana, Cameroon.
One of them
Senegal.
will
No,
get
no,
there.
I'm not having that, bro.
One of them will get there.
I'm not having
that's
that.
it, really.
No way.
Wow.
We say Belgium right off. We say Belgium ain't up there. Their generation's too old. Or do you reckon they could do a Croatia thing where people...
They'll do all right.
You never know.
They'll do all
Because
right,
at the
but
end
I
of the
don't
day,
think
when you
they'll-
look at Croatia, when they made the final, they had four or five top players.
Yeah, Modric,
But like I said,
Modric, Perisic,
they're a good team,
Rebic,
though.
and that's what I'm saying. But
Rakitic, innit?
when you look at other teams, like you say, like if you look at Netherlands squad, yeah, bro, half of them man there, I don't even know. But there could be they've got the star mans like your Van Dijks and
what's my man? The Lich,
The pie.
the Pie. They've got a decent team, you know. I think the only player
You get what I'm saying?
that's the lynch for them is Ginny's not there, innit?
yeah.
To bind it all together, but
Davy Blin's picked as well. So I mean, again, any team. I think we're underestimating some teams though that have got
United,
star
you are.
mans. I ain't definitely blood because I'm saying
You
Brazil blood because their team is a mad thing.
I think Brazil on paper for me,
Blood.
and France as well. 'cause I think
France have always got bad boy team.
Yeah,
because France have just got a select your players, bro.
but
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
there's something about them. I just don't know if it's there this time
France
round.
have got a selection of.
That's exactly how I feel about Brazil.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
they've got all the
that's right,
players.
you know.
Just sign them,
You're
man.
right, bro.
The thing might let Brazil down is again, I think probably the gaffer, just because of who he's been playing in the recent friendlies and whatnot. Like,
I think so.
obviously he's picked Jesus and Martinelli late. The man ain't been playing with in the friendlies and that. You get me?
You know, it's going to be mad though, gents, and that's going to be funny. Watch out, everybody's got their out of office on or they're out on site when that England 1 o'clock kickoff happens on Monday. You know,
Bro.
man, they're going to be in my office talking about your gaffer.
It's gonna be on the TV in my office. I'll be honest.
Yeah, nothing ain't moving 1 o'clock. If you want to get anything done shopping wise, get me.
Yeah,
Hit the
it's
road
long.
1 o'clock
Trust
on
me, man.
Monday.
So who you saying for favourites?
I think it's got to be Brazil. For me.
Okay. Who you saying?
You know who I'm saying?
Argentina. Yeah. What you
I'm saying France, man.
Yeah.
I'm saying France. I'm
Okay.
always backing. I always think France. They always come with. They got. There's too much players to choose from. They've always got choice.
They are in like the sense
get me?
of just anybody that moves anywhere. If you ever been to France as well, France is probably one of the most multicultural countries. If you look
Well,
at
that's
it,
what Mourinho was saying, and if they shouldn't be able to pick players.
Because we had couple, I've had a couple of African French players, bruv, that have come to man. I still got one now called Abro. Bruv, yeah, he's from France and Africa, but he speaks bare French, bruv. You get me? Can't understand
we
a
had
word
one
the man
back
saying.
in the day, bro, yeah, when we used to work at St. Paul's, we had a youth called Dominic, bro, yeah. And there was a youth in the middle, bro. Like, I'm not called Justin, bro. I'm not joking, bro. The geezer was a 60-minute player. But seeing that 60 minutes, bro,
Mad thing.
it was Zidane-esque, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, bro. Like, the geezer.
This is, you know, that's a big statement, that, you know.
It's a Sunday league, brother.
We was having this conversation today, at work. So obviously, Zidane's last World Cup was ruined because, or overshadowed, I should say, from his headbutt.
Oh yeah, that's when he done
Yeah.
the thing. innit?
But he done the Mazza. The whole World Cup, he done the mad thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying that headbutt does not ruin me or stop me picking him in any top 5.
Yeah, but it just depends. It
So
depends how
someone
you
took them
look at
out
it.
the top 5 because
Yeah,
of a
but
headbutt.
saying basically it tarnished his career, and I'm saying no way, how?
Yeah, not for certain people, but for
No
for
way.
officials
Him as a
and that.
person, and he's redeemed himself by doing back-to-back-to-backs.
Yeah.
It's true.
But I'm saying
Who said that?
don't worry. I'm
He's
saying
going on fraud watch. Whoever you are, fraud watch.
that headbutt was yes, it was the ending everyone wanted to see for such a great player, but it didn't tarnish him as a player. I'm saying because it doesn't stop you picking him.
Yeah,
Even the technique with the headbutt's just silly. Like, how you got that much technique that even your headbutt just looks perfect?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
You could say right then, on the national stage, Beckham done the same thing. I like.
Nah, he didn't do it in the final.
No.
He didn't do it as big. You know what I mean? Zidane did it in the final.
Man his head, but at the same time, he's on the national stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing with England, especially like England fans, that kick on Simeone, saying that's what stopped them from.
I suppose,
Bro,
I was gonna say there, Braz. I suppose you see that there though. I think that's the thing there. Which
But they
is
just
kind of,
use Bex as a scapegoat.
that's the thing. I think people are more proud for because like the French people are like, I can understand why his head.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Like,
talk about my mum. What?
Yeah. I
Pow.
would have done the same thing, but
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
they're thinking, isn't it?
You get me? But I think Zidane proved himself anyway during that whole tournament,
He carried them the whole tournament,
bro. And I'm
So-
sure he was injured.
Like he wasn't really supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
If we're talking about technical ability, like you can't discount a man's one rash moment in time, bro, to tarnish his whole career, bro.
No
like,
way.
or-
And I said, like,
his
for
character.
me,
He
as
still
a,
sort of won it anyway.
as a person,
Don't make sense.
he's redeemed himself anyway, blood. Because again, he's done back.
As a player
The
and
first
as a
manager to
manager.
do 3 back-to-back.
He already
Champions
gave you a
Leagues.
World Cup in '98. Like, you can't complain. He's already gave you one.
True, very true.
Who says that? Put them on. We're gonna put anonymous.
Bro,
on
I was like, yo, you're moving mad. No way. Zidane. Danny's up there with.
Tell me who he is afterwards and we'll chat, man.
Actually, El Fenomeno is out now as well. So
What's out?
I'm not even
What?
getting paid to sponsor that, but yo, that's my guy. Get me, blood.
What's it on?
I think BBC 4.
The Real Goats document.
The Real Goats documentary is out right now, and after this, I'm going to watch it, blood.
The
You
goal's
get
still
me?
playing, so that's why it's.
Bro, who?
Huh? You know who?
Oh.
Look, you have this argument with these young boys. It's your mind. Now, if you give
Who's your goal, Blim?
We all got different
I
opinions,
say
innit?
my
Greatest
goal,
player you ever-
R9, but he's the best player ever, bro.
My goal has always been Ronaldinho, bruv.
Swear that.
That's always been
Let's
my
end the
goal,
show
bruv.
right here.
He's just clean. He's clean, bro.
It's a
He's
wrap.
too clean.
It's a
But
wrap.
he's too clean
It's
with
a
the ball, bro.
Come
You get
on,
me?
man.
But that's what I'm old school.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
young
Well,
brothers,
I mean,
innit?
if you're old school, you got R9, there's got
He's
to be
like,
there.
he's like, nah.
Let's fix their ties and we done left.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come wrap it up.
Yeah, but that's my goal, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
me, look at Bucktooth Dreddy. That's my guy, man. Yeah, me.
Say no more, say no more. Well, Blim, it's been a pleasure having
Yeah,
you
man,
on.
lads. Respect for having me on, man.
Again,
Maximum respect.
Wish you the best with that
You
situation.
got vibes for it at least anyway.
Yeah, man. Love that.
You get
Love
me?
that. We'll see
There
what
you go.
happens
Headed
anyway,
from the
boys.
gaffer
But
there.
yeah, man. Our thing can't done. Just whatever happens, just our thing just can't done. You get me?
There you
I'm
go.
there, even if I have to switch the thing. But we're there, innit?
There you go.
5 stuff for a run.
Yeah, man, we play in a pre-season friendly next
Yeah,
season.
slap
man.
his. Gears the slapping he's deserved, man. Deserve a slapping. You guys,
Talk is
Yeah,
cheap,
okay.
man. Talk is cheap.
Right, episode 85, the No Tekkers podcast. We out. Peace.